Hello, this is Aiko. And the day before yesterday, I unboxed a bunch of books for my birthday. But yesterday, there came in the mail more books. So I decided to have a sort of extended book haul for you guys. So let's start. The first book I have here is Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. This is the author's magnum opus. And as you can see, it is a very thick book. Currently, I'm in 306 pages in, and so far I'm loving it. I hope to finish this by the end of the month and put up my review of it. Then the next book I have is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. The only thing I know about this book is it's about a serial killer or psychopath. Yes, and planning to read it this year. And then the next book I have is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This won the 2013 Man Booker Prize. And I don't know much about it except it's set in New Zealand. There. And the next book I have is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Quite a popular book here in BookTube. And all I know about this book is that it's about a man whose mother was killed by a terrorist attack in New York. And then it involves this painting, The Goldfinch. That's all I know, but I plan to read it this year. Then the next book I have is Interpreter of Maladies by Jhumpa Lahiri. I'm sorry if I mispronounced her name. But this is a book that I've only heard via BookTube, and I'm excited to read it. Then the next book I have is Beloved by Toni Morrison. Again, another book that I heard via BookTube. This will be my first Toni Morrison, and I hope I will like it. Then the next book I have is That Dada's Strain by Jerome Rothenberg. I think I hauled this the day before. Yeah, I think. But anyway, the creepy guy. But anyway, this book is a collection of poems that pay homage to jazz, blues, and above all, the Dada movement in European art and poetry in the years following World War One. I'm very much interested in Dadaism and the Surrealist movement. Uh, I think they're, as the word says, surreal and interesting. So I look forward to read this book. Then the next book I have is In Search of Wagner, or Wagner in German, by Theodor Adorno. And I have a fun story why I bought this book. Because I had this professor in college who was obsessed with everything Theodor Adorno wrote and with the man himself. And he had a funny accent. So I don't know, when I saw this book, I remembered his accent, Theodore Adorno. I remembered I remembered him, so I decided why not buy this book. I have Theodore Adorno's Philosophy of Music as well, and that was a great read. So I'm hoping this one would be a great read too. Then the next book I have is Phenomenology and Existentialism. This is a collection of essays from various philosophers who are phenomenologists and existentialists. And I took up philosophy when I was in college, and I graduated 5 years ago. And the only two branches of philosophy that I still read up to this date are phenomenology and existentialism. I did my thesis on this, and uh, I'm not into philosophy as much as I used to when I was an undergraduate, but I still read on these topics because I find them the most interesting. Then the next book I have is Poems Selected Anew by Adrienne Rich. There's a picture of her at the back. I have only ever read one Adrienne Rich poem, and I enjoyed that. And if that's an indication of what she could do, then I'm hoping that there will be more awesome poems in this collection. Next book I have is, I don't have the Dust Jacket because this is a second-hand book. But this is A by Louis Zukovsky. There. This was originally published in parts, but I think they compiled it in one edition in this book. And this is a fairly well-known work in poetry in academic circles. And this poem is meant to be accompanied by music. As you can see, there are notes there and notes in every page, along with the lines, the verses there. So yeah, looking forward to read this book. Then the last book I have for you is Straits, Poems by Kenneth Koch. The man. There's Kenneth Koch. And all I can say is the few poems that I've read of Kenneth Koch were nothing short of amazing. They were playful and funny and easy to read without sacrificing the complexities that each poem has underneath it. So yeah, and I hope I would like this collection. Excuse me. And once I finish it, I'll put up a review of this. So that's it. Again, these are the books that I have. And if you've already read some of these books, let me know down in the comments and what you think about them. And that's it. Bye.